Hey, this is an episode of DDP. I am Kars, and Scrimchius is on vacation currently, so I'm a little late doing this, but here it goes. I'll be talking about the Og Bloc and the new show of the action adrenaline. So we'll start off here with the Og Bloc. It's basically Mod Mark, and he's going through talking about what they're trying to achieve here with the combat, from what I can tell. And right now, skill is basically just clicking and doing odd things like prayer flashing and waiting. and getting the best gear is what you can do. But what they're looking for is having the best gear for the situation. So instead of just going out and buying mech sets and you're pretty much good for anything, now you actually have to think about it, and some things you might need a shield for instead of a two-hander. But we're gonna go into what they're talking about here. So every NPC will have a specific weakness and strength, and they'll reinforce the combat triangle. So, you know, melee is good against range, and range good against magic, and magic is good against melee. So picking your equipment will be a little more important. And the bar, the little new combat tab will tell you what your target strengths and weaknesses are, and that applies to PvP and PvE. So monsters and people when you're fighting. So with the new threshold and ultimate abilities, but you will need like specific equipment for them. So something might be tanky. You're gonna need a tank, like a shield for that, or for ranging, you might need a bow instead of a crossbow. And they're gonna change, instead of currently how you have to select a certain type of certain style when you're using your weapon to get a certain type of XP, so like a whip. The only way you could get strength is with a controlled style. Sorry, so I get some water. So now they're going to be completely changing that, so you can get any type of XP for what you're doing. So the whip, you can just train strength, you can just train attack, just train defense like normal. Controlled style, it doesn't matter what weapon. So a spear, strength training. So I'm expecting that this will change prices of a few things. Because another whip is nice for attack and defense, and because you get the whip is very accurate and strong. So we're gonna see a few changes here probably. So they're gonna make combat a little more fun. That's the new title, making combat fun. They're doing a few more things to add OMG modes to the game, not like freaking out like, oh, that sucks. They're gonna be like, oh my god, how did I hit that? Or like, whoa. They're increasing maximum life points by over the 15 times amount for defensively geared players and 10 times equipped with offense in mind. So basically, what you're wearing will determine how much hit points you have. So that's gonna stop you from being killed pretty instantly in PvP without a chance to react. Wondering how? Yeah, they're also here. They're gonna update food to work accordingly to that, because you know you don't want to be eating 100 monkfish to get to full health. They're gonna make combat more about player skill. So when you're fighting, you're gonna get more XP for using your abilities, and things are going to go faster by doing that. So just clicking and waiting, you're clicking, deciding what attack style thing is best with your abilities, and it'll make things go faster, and you're going to get more GP according to that. So because you're going to be killing a lot faster. So honestly, in my opinion here, I'm thinking that this is going to be a whole lot more fun to do anything now, because not only will you be more involved, it's going to be more entertaining, and it's going to require more thought when you play. So they're adding an action bar, and I'm going to go cover that soon. But their intentions here are to make an action bar where you can customize it, and then you'll have more than one action bar possible to save. So you don't need to go remake it every single time. You'll have an action bar which you can have preset, like your Slayer action bar and your bossing action bar and your PvP action bar, whatever you want. It's pretty interesting. So, in more news here, Clan Cup is coming out this summer here again, and they're gonna do this to where you don't need to be the best people to entry. They're gonna have no matter what your combat level is, there's gonna be something to do. So it's gonna be fun for everybody, not just the 138 clans. So Clan Cup's gonna be interesting. Look, some of that. So spins are currently on sale. You can get 10. When you buy 10, you'd get 15. If you buy 25, you get 35. This little something till the 18th. So now the combat bar, the action bar and the adrenaline attack. Okay. So the action bar is going to go right above your chat, and you're gonna, instead of a magic book now, apparently, I'm not sure. I couldn't really tell. I watched the video, but right where the magic book is, it's going to be a list of things you can put on your hotbar. From pictures and what I'm seeing right now, you can throw pretty much anything on the bar. I don't think you can throw an alternate weapon on there. You might be able to, probably. But you can put potions, food, spells, quick prayers, pretty much anything you want on the action bar. And they're adding this thing called adrenaline to the game, put a little more aspect into it, a little diversity from other games. As your basic attacks and smaller abilities, you use them, the more adrenaline you'll gain. And when you're at about half adrenaline, you can use thresholds, and full adrenaline, you can use I'm having a little brain lapse here. I'm trying to figure out what it was called. The ultimates. There we go. You can use your ultimates when you have full adrenaline. And they did throw out a little teaser video showing those, and it was a really interesting video because they showed you how the bar worked and how you gain adrenaline. I'd recommend watching it. It's right on the Ruenscape page. The bar itself is really goodly really good. It's a really good design. It goes right on top of your chat, and it has the ability to minimize that if you don't want to do that. From what I can tell, clicking on stuff inside the action bar is just number keys. So if you have that out, you might not be able to type numbers while you're chatting. So we'll see. So that's pretty much it, because You can drag your abilities and stuff you want into the action bar and use them, gain adrenaline, and then throw out thresholds and ultimates. It's gonna make combat a lot more fun. There's AOE attacks, so you'll be able to hit more opponents if you're multi-combat area. So, say you're fighting, I don't know. Yeah, this is really interesting in combat. It's gonna change a lot of things because chinning on the Avatol, for range XP. My friend just got 99 range there. Like, what if they're all of a sudden they decide not to be weak against range? I don't think they'd do that, but now you'll be able to throw in these extra little attacks. Like, it's gonna make a really big aspect change to the game because now there's a whole lot more you'll be able to do. So those are some of my thoughts, opinions. It's gonna change the way PvP works. There's gonna be a lot of people upset. You just gotta deal with it. That's how it's gonna work. Wish I could have had Scream Truth's opinion here, or somebody else's, but nobody was available. So, leave your comments, questions, blah blah blah. We'll get back to you. This has been an episode of DDP by Karst. The totally best DDP episode ever, in my opinion. We'll see you next time.